The Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game has over 10,000 unique cards for players to collect, trade, and construct their own personal decks. But what would happen if players only had access to the bare minimum? In this series, both TheRJB0 and myself will each open a very select amount of sealed product. Once we open that product, we must build a deck using only those specific cards pulled, that's it. And at the end of each episode, we discard the entirety of our pulls to the graveyard and start from scratch with a new product. Every card counts. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! Sealed Showdown. If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code CIMOOOOO5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content. Boy, I hope you guys are ready, because it's time for one of Robert and I's favorite moments in Sealed Showdown, Duelist packs. If you guys recall the last time we played Duelist packs in Sealed Showdown, this is some of the most fun we have had in this entire series, because these sets are so bad, but we actually have to play the bad strategy if we want to have to win. So this is going to be exciting, because this is Duelist Pack 3, Jaden Yuki 2, and this is the Neos Fusion booster set. So this is actually going to be an episode where we might be summoning some Neos fusions. It's going to be awful. So let's go ahead and get into it. We have 30 packs to open, because these sets actually came in 30 pack boxes instead of 24, because it's 5 cards per pack. So pack number 1, let's see what we get. Some interesting good cards to start here. We have the emergency call, which is good for consistency. We're probably going to get all of these commons in all honesty. So like there isn't too much to talk about here, but the rares and the holos are really what we're looking after here. Aqua Neos is a good start, because if we're going to be summoning E-Hero fusions, we need some of them, and that's one. All right, and speaking of which, we're also going to need Neos as well, so glad we got that out of the way. We're going to have access to all of the HERO cards as well, which is pretty funny. And there's our rare Dark Panther. Dark Panther is actually a very good card. We'd probably maybe play this even if we weren't playing this, but, you know, just on the way the set looks, I think Dark Panther may be pretty good. There are some other elemental hero fusions in here that aren't specific to Neos, and we are allowed to play the materials for these, so that is pretty nice that we did pull a Wild Wingman. I'm not sure if it's better than the Neos fusions, to be honest, but we'll consider it. There is Blade Edge. That is a rare, so it's not guaranteed for us to get it, but Blade Edge is nice because there is a card in this set called Edge Hammer, which is a super, I think, and it's actually removal. So the problem is Blade Edge is not like a very good card, but you know, it could be worth it if we pull Edge Hammer. Well, that's pretty sick. There's Wild Edge. Now that we have Wild Heart and Blade Edge, we can actually play this, and this card's pretty sick. Also just a beautiful ultimate rare. Oh, and there's the big hit why everyone clamored for this set, Card Trooper. Now, Card Trooper's probably going to go in because Card Trooper's nuts. It's probably like the best normal summon in the entire set. So happy to see it. There's a Flare Neos as well. I don't think we have Flare Scarab yet though, and also Neo Space to ensure the fusions will stay on the board. So we're getting all the pieces, but we still have a lot to go through. Miracle Kids is also another card we definitely want to see, because there's very little interaction in this set. And so Miracle Kids with some Hero Kids is going to be the only way we can actually potentially win combat sometimes.
Nothing feels better than giving Aleximo a good shellacking. Nothing invigorates the soul quite like Duelist pack episodes, though. Today, we are getting back into the Duelist packs. We are going to be summoning elemental heroes, because we are not just playing a Duelist pack episode. We are going to be opening 30 packs of Duelist pack 3, Jaden Yuki 2. I'm so excited about this one. Last time, elemental heroes were the focus of the game. This time, the Neo-Spatians might be the way we play. 30 packs of Duelist pack Jaden Yuki 2. Let's go. For our very first pack, we are seeing Neo-Spatian Aqua Dolphin, a crucial rare for us. I'm hoping to see 2 more of this one. This guy's really cool this format for reasons I will explain in the deck profile. Next, we have a Common Soul. This is a great card for this format. It is a battle trick. It is a special summon. It's everything you need all in one. And of course, the man himself, Wildheart. A Neo-Spatian Dark Panther is another great one to see. Cyclone Boomerang is kind of a cute card in this set exactly because it makes Wildheart the biggest normal summon that we have, although he's already the biggest normal summon we have. It just makes him a little bit bigger, which can be relevant in the face of things like Card Trooper, which is in this set. There's a Wild Edge and our first Hero Barrier, as well as a Miracle Kids and a super rare Kid Guard. This is a card I don't think I've actually read yet. that's kind of a cute card. I can absolutely see myself running that, since Hero Kid is absolutely something I'm going to be running. Oversoul, however, is probably the super rare of this pack because this card is nutty this set. And there it is, a Hero Kid to add to our collection, as well as a Common Soul. Glad to see another copy of that. There's an Elemental Hero Flare Neos, probably the only Neos fusion I can see us running, just because it has the only relevant effect out of them. Another Hero Kid, another Hero Barrier at H Heated Heart, and a Miracle Kids. Overall, just a great pack. Another Flare Neos is fine. I'm probably only summoning it once, if at all. A Hero Kid, however, is great, and our Righteous Justice is just kind of MST. Another Dark Panther and another Oversoul, 2 Oversoul in fact, is great to see. This card is going to be crucial in our strategy. And another Hero Kid. We now have our playset. Emergency Call, great to see, and another Miracle Kids, and a lot of fusions. Far too many fusions in this pack. Another Hero Barrier, got all our Oversouls, we're okay on those ones, and another Common Soul. So I definitely have my playset of Common Souls now, which is great. That card is the best card in the set. About a third of the way through, another Geospatian Dark Panther is pretty good. I would like to start seeing other Neospatians now, and another Hero Barrier and another Hero Kid, also good. Hero Flash is in here, and it's a cool card, but I think it's a little bit too high roll for us.
So I want to see 3 of this and 3 Hero Kid for sure. Hero Barrier is potentially another way we can interact with Robert. This card, I believe, if an elemental hero is being attacked, you can negate that attack. So again, any sort of interaction, we'll take it because most of the cards in this set are elemental heroes. So this should be live a majority of the time. And there we go, another holo. There is Elemental Hero Dark Neos. Even the Neos fusions are elemental heroes, so that will work with Hero Barrier. So we have a bunch of Dark Panthers to pair with this as well. So it's nice that we're actually starting to get more of these fusions, because I just can't wait to see what we can come up with. Another copy of Miracle Kids is nice to see, but I don't think I've seen Hero Kid yet, so I hope that changes in the last half of our packs. There's an Aqua Dolphin, so if we want to play the Aqua Neos, we now have the requisite material to do so. About halfway through, and we still have plenty of more cards to pull. Let's keep going. There's a super rare I have not seen, Light Laser. Equip only to a Light Warrior, so that would be Neos, I guess, in this case. Remove from play any monster that battles with it at the end of damage step. I don't know if there's a spot for that in this deck, because I think Neos, we most likely have to bring out with a card like Fake Hero, and I believe you can't attack. Yeah, you can't attack with it, but it is sort of removal. I'll have to see if there's a spot for Light Laser.
Ask and you shall receive. I did, in fact, get another Neospatian, a different Neospatian this time. That's my 3rd Hero Barrier, which is cool to see, and our Righteous Justice and another Miracle Kid's also cool. About a third of the way through, and things are looking so far so good. There's another Neospatian Aqua Dolphin. This card is so good in this format. Cyclone Boomerang, another cool one, and everything else I already have 3. Pack number 13, Burial from a Different Dimension. Interesting card. Not sure we really have anything to banish this time around, but it's a great card to see if this were real life. An emergency call, however, is much more exciting. Do want to see 3 of those. Blade Edge is cool. It's the only thing that natively gets over Neos, but the fact that you have to hard tribute summon it makes it a little worse. There's another emergency call. I now have a full 3 of it, and Kid Guard is, again, another great card to see. An Edge Hammer for my super rare. Excellent. It just occurred to me, we are more than halfway through, and I don't think I've seen a single copy of Elemental Hero Neos. That scares me. Let's go into the next pack. There's another Dark Panther. No Neos yet, though. Come on, it's a common. We can do this. Pack number 19, another E-Call. I definitely have my playset now. Also, I think that's only my 2nd Wild Heart. Bizarre. This has been a very strange opening. All right, pack number 20, a third of the way through. Thank goodness there is a Neos. Very glad to finally see that. I'm hoping I get at least 1 more. Next pack, and there it is. There is my 2nd Neos. I'm glad to see that.
Oh, and there's the Edge Hammer as our super rare. The super rares and the ultras are obviously like what we're looking for here because they're not guaranteed in the slightest. So let's take a look at Edge Hammer. Let's see if this is playable. Tribute an elemental hero Blade Edge to target a monster your opponent controls. Destroy it and inflict damage to your opponent equal to that target's original attack. That sucks. You have to tribute the Blade Edge? Are you serious? You can't even just pop it. Having it out on the field isn't enough. Wow, that's actually disappointing. I think I'm more excited now that I've actually read Edge Hammer that Hero Kid is in this pack more than the super rare. That's pretty pathetic. Okay, good. 2nd Hero Kid. We have the playset of Miracle Kids, but we still need 1 more Hero Kid, so let's hope we get it. Why do I feel like this is my first copy of Oversoul? That's a problem because like this is pretty good for getting Neos back if we can get it into the graveyard, so I hope we have more than 1 copy of this. That's actually our first Flare Scarab, so I think we now have 1 of each each of the requisite materials for each of the Neos fusions. And I also think we have Aqua, Flare, and Dark Neos. So we have potential to go into all of them. The question is, which is the best one to go into?
Pack number 22, another burial from the different dimension. Awesome. Pack number 26, really just coming through with those fusions, aren't we? Really want me to play that fusion. Pack number 27. We just have a few more packs left, and really, I am hoping to get one more Aqua Dolphin and one more Flare Scarab. Opening up, there's a Flare Scarab and an Edge Hammer. Great. Glad to see another one of those. Pack number 28. Still more stuff I already have all I need of. If I can get one more Aqua Dolphin instead of Aqua Neos, I will be a very happy duelist. Pack 29. Dark Panther is not an Aqua Dolphin, but I will happily take it. And our last pack, can I get an Aqua Dolphin and a Neos to close it out? Ah, great. A Flare Neos. Definitely. Oh boy. This was a weird and awkward opening. I got a couple of really cool cards, and I'm kind of missing out on a couple of cards that I think are pretty crucial here. But we'll see what happens when we go into the deck builder.
All right, you guys. So last couple of packs of Jaden Yuki 2. Damn, I hope this episode is as hype as I want it to be, because this is going to be ridiculous if we were just throwing around Neos fusions like crazy. So, oh, we got a second card trooper. That's so hype. That's like the best thing we could have gotten. Okay. All right. One more pack. I don't think we're beating that unless we get a third card trooper. Did not seem like we did. But overall, I don't think I could have been any happier with my pulls. I think if we would have gotten like 3 card trooper in all honesty. But I'll have to go and see if there's anything we missed out on. But I can't wait to see what this deck's going to look like, because this is going to be a disaster. But this is for all the GX fans out there. So let's go ahead and get into deck building.
All right. Here is the deck list. It looks a little weird, and part of that is because I pulled weirdly, and part of that is just because the set is weird. See, folks, some folks use sex to get love. Other folks use love to get sex. In Duelist Pack Jaden Yuki 2, we use Neospatians to get Neos. That's just the best strategy there is. Neos is the biggest monster with the lowest resource commitment to put him on the board. He is bigger than everything except the Blade Edge and the fusion for Blade Edge. And he's so easy to get out and so low in resources that I think that is a advantage I am willing to take. Unfortunately, the cards that tutor Neos and make Neos as good as he are, I only got 2s. I only got 2 Neoses, I only got 2 Aqua Dolphin, and only got 2 Flare Scarab. So I had to play around with my deck building in order to maximize my chances of getting Neos. Let's get into the deck build. First of all, we have 3 Wildheart. He's just your best boy. 3 Hero Kids synergizes both with Miracle Kids and Kid Guard, which lets me get to Neos faster. 2 Aqua Dolphin, really wish I had 3. This card can discard basically every monster out of your opponent's hand natively, and even if it can't get over a monster natively, in combination with something like Common Souls or just having a Wildheart onto the field, you can get rid of basically everything you need to from your opponent's hand. And it gives you hand knowledge, just an extremely good card. Your second best Neospatian is going to be Dark Panther. It can copy Aqua Dolphin's effect, it can copy Card Trooper's effect, and it is a 1000 attack point monster to mix with Common Soul. Finally, we have 2 Flare Scarab, also very good with Common Soul, and also has the potential to get big enough to just run over things like a Wildheart on its own. Also, incidentally, goes into the best Neos fusion. We have 2 Neos, really wish I had 3 of this card, and then 3 Chrysalis Dolphin. I know, folks, this card is really bad, but the Neospatian Aqua Dolphin Neos combo is good enough that it is worth tutoring into as hard as possible. Also, I expect these duels to go long. The pressure in these decks is extremely low, and so I do think it is worth this because the chances that I get into a Aqua Dolphin increase drastically if I bring these in. Next, I have the Neospaces. This is really just to tutor out the Dolphin with the Chrysalis Dolphin. It does have incidental synergy for going into Flare Neos, but really mostly it's for that. Next, we have 3 Common Soul. This card is probably the sleeper for the best card in the format. This lets your Wildheart get over things like Neos if you have a Flare Scarab in hand and your opponent has 2 back row, or if you just have a Dark Panther in hand. You could just summon that out with Common Souls and it crashes your Wildheart with Neos. So that's really solid. A Dark Panther plus an Aqua Dolphin lets you discard Wildhearts out of your opponent's hand. There are just so many important synergies in this deck with Common Soul. I think this card is nutty. Besides, it also gives you an extra monster. It's like a special summon and it's a boost. It's so good. My letters are 3E, 3H, and 3O. I'm not running R in the main deck because I'm finding that the main card that I'm going to have on the board is Wildheart, who doesn't care about traps, and therefore I would rather get to my combo pieces. If I'm bringing in additional E heroes, I will bring in the Rs. Next, we have 2 Hero Barrier. I really don't need 3 because I have 3 Kid Guard, 3 Miracle Miracle Kid, and 2 Kid Guard. Our side deck, we have 3 Cyclone Boomerang. It makes Wildheart even more the biggest guy on the board, but given the attack margins, I don't think that matters that much, and Wildheart will still lose to the same things it does anyway if you activate Cyclone Boomerang, so I don't think it's that worth it, especially since it's not generic like H Heated Heart. We have 1 Hero Barrier in case I really need to go on hard defense, 3 R, and 1 Contact in case I really need to get into that Aqua Dolphin. That's just an additional Neo space. And then we have our smoke screen strategy. There are ways that I could see Alex playing, depending on how much he commits from his hand per turn, where fusions are going to be better than Aqua Dolphin just alone. And I do have a fusion that gets Neos into the graveyard in Wild Wingman. Additionally, Blade Edge makes Wild Edge, which is the strongest monster in the set. There are certainly circumstances in which I can see bringing Blade Edge into my hand, getting the polymerization plus the Wild Heart is just worth it. And since it also discards Neoses for me, I can see myself bringing this in. I think the Aqua Dolphin strategy is better for if Alex is just playing a slow controlled strategy, but if I want to go really aggro, I think it is worthwhile to bring all these in, and Avian has the advantage of being summonable back off of Oversoul, which is just decent. And that's the deck. I really wish that I got the rest of the Neospatian Neos package, but you know, my common and rare luck is my common and rare luck. I still think this can do it because I know how the strategy works in this set, because I know what the most consistent things are. I think I can get there. There's nothing really that I could bring into the main deck that would make it inherently more powerful than what I have anyway and still be able to keep the important cards. So that's what we have here. That's the deck we're bringing today, and I think that we can rock with it.
This is a mess. This is an absolute mess. And honestly, Robert's deck probably looks identical to mine. Against my better judgment, I was playing 41 cards and I upped it to 43 because I decided last second to put in 2 copies of Righteous Justice. I'll explain why that is as we get towards the end of the profile. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jaden Yuki 2. Holy shit, this is going to be a blast. So let's do the card by card. Card Trooper is not only like the best normal summon, but it's incredibly strong because we're actually able to mill Neos that we can hit off of O Oversoul just to resurrect it. So there's many reasons why this card is like the best card in the set, and I'm happy I've got 2 of it. 3 copies of Wildheart. This is kind of like the second best win condition of the deck, because if we can equip a Cyclone Boomerang to Wildheart, it gains 500, which hits over literally everything except for a Neos, and then it destroys all spell and traps on the field when the equipped monster is destroyed by a card effect specifically. I'm not sure if there's actually many things that do that, but it's funny, and then you do some damage. But point being, Wildheart's immune to traps, which means you can't Hero Kids it and you can't Hero Barrier it, and so as a result of that, that means that it's just going to be invincible to everything sans Neos and is going to dominate the board, which is why I maxed out on these, because I figure this is just an incredible combo that puts Robert in a pretty precarious situation. Of course, 3 copies of Hero Kid. Now the problem with Hero Kid is that we don't really have a way to special summon it, so it kind of sucks, but just 1 in the grave turns on all of our Miracle Kids, so which is good. We have 3 copies of Aqua Dolphin. Aqua Dolphin's also a combo piece in this deck because we can pitch Neos out of our hand for O Oversoul for Aqua Dolphin's effect, and also possibly rip something out of Robert's hand in the process. So I think this card's actually pretty good. Happy to get 3 of it. 3 Dark Panther, because Dark Panther can copy the effect of like an Aqua Dolphin or a Card Trooper and help get our deck online if we have to. Only 1 Flare Scarab. This has the potential to be a big normal summon, but not that good. Honestly, I'm more so playing this just because we can make Flare Neos, and Flare Neos is pretty good. So we have 3 Elemental Hero Neos rounding out our monsters. Then for the spells, the triple Cyclone Boomerang, 3 Emergency Call to get to any of our monsters, 3 Fake Hero to summon Neos immediately to the field. This paired with the normal summon of any of our Neospatians will result in a fusion. Then we have 3 Heated Heart, which is sort of removal, right? Because like if Robert has a Wild Heart with Boomerang and I do as well, I can Heated Heart over his, and that's how we're going to have to win combat most of the time. Only 2 Neo Space. I imagine Robert's going to be on some copies of this as well, so I don't need to go crazy, but this is actually why I decided to put Righteous Justice in at the last second. Sure, Righteous Justice can pop like a set Hero Barrier, a set Miracle Kids, that's all fine, but if Robert decides to commit to fusion summoning and puts up Neo Space, Righteous Justice can pop the Neo Space, and then the fusion monsters actually get shuffled back into the extra deck during the end phase. So this is sort of removal for the Neos fusions, and so it's almost better to just sit on Neos plus Neo Space just for the attack gain and just don't go into a fusion, because you're putting your monsters more at risk by fusion summoning. And yes, you know, Aqua Neos can start popping out the hand, Flare Neos can get massive, and Dark Neos can do his thing, but I think it's actually safer just to stick with Neos. Triple O Oversoul is also a power card because it just summons a 2500 guy to the field, which is very hard to deal with in this format. And then for the traps, triple Hero Barrier and triple Miracle Kits. I honestly like don't know what to cut here. I can maybe cut down on like the Boomerangs maybe, or like 1 one less fake hero. But honestly, I think the deck looks pretty solid. So we're going to run with the 43 and see how it goes. The side deck, we're honestly probably not going to use. Chrysalis Dolphin's terrible. Blade Edge is also bad, as well as Edge Hammer. Common Soul, I see why you might want to play it, but like, I feel like just going fake hero and then Neospatian is better. You also need another monster for Common Soul to be good. So I think this card's actually a bit of a brick, but maybe I'm wrong. Triple Hero Flash, again, probably not going to play this. One Light Laser is in here, but like, I don't see the value of this card. The only thing I could see this coming up for is that having our Neos banish Robert's Neo, so he can't get it back with O Oversoul, but that requires us to have our Neos, a Light Laser, and Heated Heart, so we can hit over his Neos, and this can't even equip to any other card in our deck, so that just doesn't seem very good. Another Neospace, another Righteous Justice, and of course the aforementioned Edge Hammer. And then for the fusions, Aqua Neos is nice because once per turn you can discard a card, destroy a random card in your opponent's hand, so that's pretty good. Just start getting stuff out of Robert's hand in case he's holding on to any good cards like Oversoul. Flare Neos gets 400 attack for each spell and trap on the field, so he can actually hit over like some of the other elemental hero fusions, which I'm kind of peeved that I didn't get another Flare Scarab, but it is what it is. Dark Neos has an ability that if it's not already targeting a monster with its effect, you can target a face-up effect monster on the field while you control a face-up card that targets effects on the field are negated. And so, yeah, like it could come up, but like I highly doubt it. Wild Wingman and Wild Edge are in here, but we're not going to summon them. So guys, this is going to be a fantastic testament to the GX era. I can't wait to start just summoning some Neos fusions, or not, because that may actually be the meta. But ladies and gentlemen, let's not make you wait any longer. It's time to duel. Robert, we are back in our favorite time on Sealed Showdown, the Duelist packs. Oh my god, I cannot wait till this is the battle of Neos kind, because this is going to be a disaster. How are you feeling?
I feel like I am going to summon more Neospatians than anybody has ever summoned in their life.
Agreed. I'm probably going to summon more Neospatians than I've ever summoned in my life in one single episode, but I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be a nice love letter to GX, if anything else. So let's just get into it, buddy. Let's shout out the patron.
Right.
Oliver Clack, thank you for the support. Damn, we're not clacking enough over here because we lost the rock, paper, scissors. All right.
Clacking some rocks
I can imagine
together.
I know what you're going to do.
I am going to go first.
You fool. I've already won. I have one extra fusion monster.
All right, we'll draw for turn. Well, that looks pretty nice. Do I even bother putting a monster on the field right now?
My hand sucks.
My hand exists. I will say that about my hand. I think, do I really just not summon this turn?
I mean, you don't have to.
Hold up a second. I have to screenshot something for you. My hand is sending me a very specific message right now that I think you and anybody on my Twitter who sees this will be very excited about.
Excellent.
Okay, there we go. I think that I'm all this deliberation, and I am going to activate emergency call here.
Oh, excellent. All right. I'm glad that took 5 minutes. Sure.
It did take 5 minutes. I was deciding whether I wanted to show that I have this in my hand, but I will grab a Wild Heart. This is always what I am going to get under the circumstances that I have right here. And I think the play is just to end my turn here.
Fascinating. All right. Main one. I've got a Wild Heart of my own. Let's just get in damage.
Incredible. I will take 1,500.
I will set 2 and throw it your way.
Amazing. I will draw for turn. Oh, now that's cute. Might as well start this party off right. I am going to normal summon Elemental Hero Wild Heart.
Shocker. No one would have seen that
I know.
coming.
Incredible. And I'm going to activate H Heated Heart here.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yep.
Yeah, and then I am going to get in.
Okay. I'll take 5.
Okay. Main phase 2? I'm not going to do anything. Your go.
Not doing anything. Time for my e-call.
Incredible. Gameplay, folks.
Yeah, real gameplay. This is funny. I'll grab a Wild Heart.
Okay.
I'm going to set one and throw it to you.
I have no idea what that could possibly be.
Not at all.
All right. We're getting toward getting some stuff. Actually, I expect that what I'm about to attack into is a hero kid.
Nope.
Oh, it is the Wild Heart, and I will take
100.
100. Okay. Amazing. Okay. Your main face. I forget that this dude has 1600 defense.
Yep.
Why is why
what beats
are
a wild
those
heart?
his stat
Another
line?
wild heart.
All right, I am actually going to set a monster, and I am going to set a back row, and it is your turn.
All right. We'll draw.
Okay.
It's not looking good. I mean, you could have set your own wild heart. I
The possibilities are endless, Alex.
What else could you have set? I suppose there's a universe where you could have set a Neospatian, like, trying to set up for, like, a big play.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
All right, I'll bite. Attack.
Okay. It is a hero kid.
Oh, even better. Perfect.
Yeah.
I'll pass.
Okay, I'll draw for turn. Oh, great. You know, sometimes you just
There he is. Yep.
we're just gonna there he goes.
Okay, so I take 5.
This one wild heart really putting in work.
Yeah, for real.
And
I mean, to be fair, even if I
End
kept him
my
in
turn.
defense, it's not like it would have done me any good. So
Nope. You would have taken
Well,
400 or 100 less damage.
yeah, go ahead.
Incredible. I'll draw for turn. Okay, that's an acceptable one. I think I just go into battle and swing into your face down.
You fool!
It's
Where's
another
your
one.
heated heart?
Main phase 2, I will set a back row, and it is your turn.
This is the worst fucking gameplay I've ever experienced. All right, my turn, buddy.
Oh no, it's
Let's
happening!
go!
All right, I
Wild
will take
Heart's so good.
500. Wild Heart is too strong. Okay, draw
I'm
for turn.
passing. Yeah.
That's awkward. What am I doing here? Setting a monster and ending my turn.
Oh, great. Can't wait to hit into another Wild Heart. Fantastic. Great. Thrilling. What do I want to do?
I swear I have a strategy.
Yeah, you know, I'm sure both of us have a strategy. That doesn't mean it's coming to fruition. Awful. All right. Show me the Wild Heart.
It's a hero kid.
Okay. Well, at least you're getting some mileage out of your miracle kids, right? I
Yep.
will...
It's going to do a real bang-up job dealing with your Wild Heart that can't be affected by miracle
Right?
kids.
I know. I'll pass.
Okay, I will draw for turn. Oh my god, I hate this deck. Do I do anything here? Do I really? Like, what are you gonna do? Threaten lethal? Go.
I mean, you might be surprised that I won't be doing that.
Please surprise me.
I'm going to fake hero.
Oh shit, you actually are going to threaten lethal. Okay.
I will summon Neos.
Did you just summon that from your deck?
Oh, it's from hand? This card fucking sucks!
It's
Never
terrible!
mind. Oh my god, this card's terrible! Fuck
Neos
that,
back in
dude.
your
Oh
deck.
my god. I'm like, at least it summons from deck. Like that, nope. Don't know how to read cards. Alright, what else is
This
new?
is GX, Alex.
Yeah, clearly. I'm overestimating the power of this set. I'm sorry. That is a complete mistake on my end. I thought this card was way better, but holy shit, this card's way worse than I thought. I'm siding that out after this game. I will run out a Dark Panther.
Makes sense. Yep.
I suppose I'm going to try to get in for some damage here.
I will take 1,500 and then I will take 1,000.
Okay, and I will throw it back to you.
All right, one of 5 cards in my deck turns on this hand. Well, I guess we're just going to set a monster now that you're actually dealing real damage to me and end my turn.
The damage threshold of 2,500 a turn. All right.
It's true.
Okay. I will fake hero.
Okay,
Correctly this time.
true.
I
And
did
there's
shuffle.
the Neos.
So,
Okay, well, that's going to be awkward for me.
okay. I'm going to Righteous Justice pop both of your back rows.
Okay, let's see. I will... Why are you popping? Oh, that actually does... Okay, I thought that was just bad MST. That's totally fine. I will activate Miracle Kids targeting Neos.
Sure.
And it's a Kid Guard,
Kid
which
Guard.
is utterly useless in the face of Wild Heart.
Did pull off the Kid Guard. That's pretty cool. Okay.
It's a cool card.
I think... Can I lethal you? Is the question.
That would be very awkward for me.
The only way I don't... Let me see. Neos can't attack, so if I want to actually do anything, I need to actually contact fuse, which is kind of irritating.
Oh shit, that's true. It can't attack. I too am not reading fake hero. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I would have Miracle Kids
that makes
like
two of us.
Dark Panther.
Damn,
or
I
something.
should have done this
know.
differently then. I actually think I could have lethaled you if I did something different, but that's okay.
I guess if you're going to contact out a Dark Neos, it really did not matter what I Miracle Kids there.
Exactly. Like, that was kind of how I was looking at it. It's like, it really doesn't matter in all honesty. But the only way I lethal you is if I just take the risk that your set is not Wild Heart, which is probably worth it just because I can actually kill you. So it's probably worth the risk. So, okay. So the way I'm going to do this is I have an Aqua Dolphin.
Okay.
And for the first time in history, I'm going to summon Elemental Hero Aqua Neos.
I should have hit the Dark Panther. Okay. Yep.
So this is lethal, assuming that is not Wild Heart. But I'm not convinced that it's not, so let's see what happens.
You are 100% correct. That
Fuck.
It is Wild Heart.
Yeah, okay. So I take 100. I'll send this in to kill it, and then I'll deal 1,000 to you.
Okay, and I will take 1,000.
So now the question is, do I want to, in main 2, use Aqua Neos? It's also kind of scary because I could hit a card out of your hand that could possibly, like, make your plays a lot better. But
I
could
won't
also
lie to you.
disrupt
There
what
is a chance that you auto-lose this game upon activating that effect.
Well, in that case, I think we go for it. So I'm going to pitch this
Okay.
Flare Scarab, and let's go ahead and do it. I'm all about
Okay.
I already fucked this up anyway, so I'm going to hit this.
cool. You hit the Kid card, the utterly
Okay.
useless card in my hand. Okay.
Fantastic. I'm going to go to the end phase, and this worthless card is going to resolve and go back to my extra deck. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Come on. Again, one of 5 cards in my deck automatically wins me this game. That is not the one. Okay. God, it's so stupid that that's the play. This hand is suspect, as they say. Really, I could not draw. I'm a little salty about the way that my deck turned out this time around. There are like literally, so there are 2 cards that you could have in your back row that wouldn't fuck me. 1 card that would.
Can I also say, I really hate how Aqua Neos' effect is worse than Aqua Dolphin's effect.
It's true. It is straight up worse. Okay.
How did they do that? Anyway, sorry. I just
GX,
was reading
buddy.
and I was
GX.
GX.
All right.
Yep.
Oh no, if I try for it and it doesn't work, I might just lose.
Oh, good. You should try that one then.
Okay. Well, I'm going to normal summon Neospatian Flare Scarab.
Sure.
Okay, and I'm going to activate H-Heated Heart, targeting Flare Scarab.
Jesus Christ. Yep.
I'm going to attempt to get over Wild Heart.
You fool!
Yep. That is what I thought it might be. Okay, main phase 2, I think I just don't do anything and I let you go.
Okay, I'll draw.
Inshallah, you do not draw a monster.
I don't think there's anything cheeky I can do here. Your Scarab's at what? 9?
900, yeah.
So I can do 16. Well, I guess if that's as good as it's getting, sure.
Okay, I will take 1600.
And that's it for me. Go ahead.
Okay, again, 1 in 5 cards in my deck does it. And that is not it. It is your good.
We did not
Oh,
deserve.
that
Actually,
was
I don't know. We
bullshit.
might have deserved to win that, but we played it very poorly.
Oh, I am so mad at the series of draws that I got that game.
Can you be mad?
So close
It's
to
Jaden
having
Yuki too. Like, did you expect better?
I actually had a legitimate like strategy that had like a decent amount of consistency to it, and I just like, I basically have a 5 of in a card in my deck that I just never saw, and that makes me mad. So hopefully this one works out a little bit better.
All right, we'll see how it goes. Good luck, buddy.
Good luck to you too. Oh, that's kind of funny. Draw for turn. That's an awkward one. I don't know why I keep going first when I really just like the move is for me to pass here. Your go.
Right? I feel similarly. I'll draw, go to main 1. I'm kind of in the same boat as you, which is, rather boring, but I don't really think, I mean, honestly, my hand's kind of bad, but go ahead.
Okay, draw for turn. That's a card, I suppose. This is not the gameplay I expected out of this set. I'll tell you that.
I did not
Alex.
either. Yeah.
I guess I will set a back row and I will end my turn.
Thrilling. Well, I guess we got that going
know.
for us. All right. I'll go to main 1. I mean, one of us is going to have to kick things off here, right?
True. He says that, and then.
I don't like I don't like it. I just don't like my options, if I'm being honest. All right. Well, so bad. I will set 1 and throw to you.
Okay, I will draw for turn. Oh, okay. That gets some things started off.
Okay.
Okay, I am going to emergency call.
Sure.
And the card I am going to get is my Elemental Hero Blade Edge.
Sure.
And I am going to activate Polymerization.
On the Wild Edge. Okay.
Discarding
All right.
Wild Heart, discarding Blade Edge, and summoning out a Wild Edge. I mean, he's beefy.
He's big,
beefy
26.
in a format
It's bigger
that
than all
has
the Neos
very,
fusions.
very little removal. It's true.
Yep.
And I'm just going to go into battle phase, and I'm just going to slap you for a fat 2,600.
I'll take it.
Okay, it's your go.
Well, that's a problem. I mean, I guess it's a good thing I didn't really commit in that case. I'll set and I'll throw to you.
Okay, I'll draw for turn. That's a funny draw. Main 1. I mean, not much point in my worrying about this. I'm just going to swing in with the dude.
Dark Panther.
Dark Panther. Incredible. And it is your go.
Okay, we shall draw.
Unexpected turn of events there.
Does that do anything? I think I'm gonna pass.
Okay. No, draw for turn. That's a pretty interesting one. I am going to, let's see. Am I just going to win here? Hold up. I need to do some math. How much
Whoa.
more do I need to get on the board in order to kill you right now?
You need to get 28.
2,800? Okay. I think that actually legitimately does it.
Got a Neos fusion play?
I actually have a better than a Neos fusion play.
Okay. Triple Heated Heart incoming.
I am going to activate Common Soul.
Sure.
Special summoning a Flare Scarab from my hand.
Okay.
Which will then make my Wild Edge gain 1,200 attack because of Flare Scarab's effect. I am not going to attempt to measure that out in counters.
Are
So
you
that
sure?
adds,
Is it current attack or is it original attack?
that's the selected monster gains attack equal to the attack of the monster that was special summoned by this effect.
Okay, so after looking up common soul rulings, apparently it applies with the monster being on the field. So in this case, Flare Scarab is getting the bonus, so it's 1,300 attack that is getting transferred to the Wild Edge here.
Okay, yeah, and then I am going to activate H Heated Heart targeting the Wild Edge. And this puts me at 2,900 points of damage.
Game 3!
And it worked!
Well, I can add losing to Wild Edge Common Soul to my, resume here. Great time here on Sealed Showdown, as always.
That was probably the
Jesus
first
Christ.
time anybody has ever actually bothered to read that ruling.
I was about to say, I want to check like the website traffic data to see if that Common Soul page has ever been accessed by anyone other than us. Okay. Well, buddy, good luck. I am going to start with a humble setting of a card and throwing it your way.
Unbelievable. I cannot believe that you did that.
Never.
Do I just start off with that? That seems a little less than ideal here. I think I'm just going to, bizarrely, pass the turn here.
Interesting.
You've got the
I'll
opportunity
draw.
to gain some major tempo on me here, Alex.
Oh, yeah. Huge tempo coming in hot here. Well, I'll set another one and I'll set a back row. Go ahead.
Draw for turn. Oh. Okay. That kind of makes what I already have in hand even cooler, but also incentivizes me to wait a little bit. Ooh, this is a tough one for me. I think, honestly, the play is for me to show my hand here. Nothing really going on here. Do I bother putting a monster down? I guess I'm just going to set a back row. And then what are the possibilities? There's like no way you threaten lethal here.
We'll draw. I mean, it's kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll sack for fucking Neos.
Oh shit. Yeah, that does something.
25.
I will take 25. I am getting mega punished. I definitely should have done the thing earlier.
Main 2.
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna pass.
Okay, I'll draw for turn. There are things that make this play more worthwhile. I think the move right now is for me to set a monster and pass.
All right. We'll draw.
Okay.
I'm gonna Righteous
Miracle
Justice the back row.
It is a Miracle Kids.
Sure. I'm going to Emergency Call.
Okay, that's pretty solid. Go for it.
Grab the boy, our favorite.
He is the boy.
Normal Wild Heart.
Okay.
Heated Heart Neos.
Okay.
Hit for 3k with Piercing.
I will take 2,000 because this is an avian.
Ooh, okay, and I'll hit for 15.
1,500. Okay.
Life's going fast, buddy.
Draw for turn. Oh, that is not what I needed to see there. Oh boy, that is bad for me. This is one of those things that is the opposite of good. Okay, so what gets me out of this? God, getting greedy in the early game really screwed me. I just did not think, again, I did not think about the mechanic of normal summoning monsters. I did not think about
that has
normal
bitten you
summoning
in the ass in this series more times
so many
than
times.
not.
I always think about all these cool ways that you can do things. You can the ways that you can special summon stuff. And so I just I play around those and just forget the possibility of just normal summoning shit. So, oh boy. Oh, I don't like that at all. So there's a way that I can play that's playing to win, and there's a way that I can play that's playing not to lose. I'm trying to decide if there is a way I can make a different play to win in the future.
Interesting.
I guess there is. What is more likely for me here? You've drawn 1H so far. Your graveyard says her, always thinking about that. So the likelihood that you draw... Oh, also, there's also just the possibility that you just draw a monster and I lose. Gotta
Possible.
think about that one. Okay. I do not like this in the slightest. I am going to... Now, the chances that you draw literally any monster are much higher than the chances that I draw exactly the monster that I want. So I am going to activate O Oversoul here, targeting my avian.
Sure.
Okay. And then I am going to set a monster. Send that O Oversoul to the grave. And I am going to, just for the sake of argument here, I am going to R away your back row.
Sure. It's Miracle Kids. I think it's pretty inconsequential that you're not attacking this turn.
Yeah, and I am going to end.
All right, I'll draw, and you fool, I have the second H heated heart.
And there it is.
Woo!
So the thing I had in
my
hand
God.
was I had access to Wild Wingman.
Okay.
And what I wanted to set up for was I wanted to draw Neos. And of course, I have 10 ways to get Neos in my deck, and I just could not find it. The other thing that I would have played for if I had gotten it was a copy of Wild Heart, or the other one, Blade Edge. So if I had gotten either of my Neoses or my Blade Edge or any of my emergency calls, I would have gone aggressive, but I didn't want to run out. I didn't want to run out Wild Wingman using up my entire hand only to get him run over by an H-heated hearted Wild Heart.
Right.
Because that would have felt really bad. But if I had, that's just an oversoul. It wouldn't have helped me. But if I had gotten those, I would have been in total control of that game.
I will say, if you went for Wild Wingman's 19, right?
Yeah.
So if you went for Wild Wingman, you could have cleared my Wild Heart, and even if I H-heated Heart, that's only only 1100, so you'd have 900 left. I'd need to get something with 900 attack, which like is surprisingly difficult because like we don't have like I drew an Aqua Dolphin for turn and I had another Neos in hand. So like actually that didn't kill you if you did that play.
So the problem with doing that is it removes my entire possibility of winning the game, because from that position the things that win me the game are Neos and Blade Edge, and if I do that I don't have either. So really it was just the risk. It was basically you get the second Heated Heart, which was like a 2 out of 32 chance, or I get one of the 5 cards in my deck that got me to where I needed to be in that game to take control back. So it was a calculated risk and I got the calculation wrong.
Yeah, that's fair. No, I think that you probably made the correct play then, because it's like you said, if you do that, like sure, in the short term, you're not dead, but then like, how are you actually winning, right? I was saying in the deck building portion that like, it's funny that like just normal summoning Neos is actually better than going into any of the fusions. Cause like the fusions don't have like a good enough payoff really to do anything. So like, and they're also vulnerable, right? So like, even if you get Neos space out, which I don't even know if you were playing or not, but like, even if you get Neos space plus Neos, Neos fusion rather, if you are Righteous Justice, the Neo space, then the fusion's going back in the end phase. So that's garbage. And so it's just like makes more sense. And so where I misplayed in the first game, I had this Aqua Dolphin. I could have pitched Neos to Dolphin, and I had Oversoul. I could have just brought the Neos back, and I probably could have just killed you that turn. But I just completely forgot that that was a line just because I'm not used to these cards. It's interesting, like finding those unique little just opportunities in these sets like this that like, oh, how do we get Neos to grave, right? Aqua Dolphin, which is like kind of a cool effect on top of it because I get to see your hand, so I know like what you're up to, right? I pulled not 1, but 2 card troopers as well.
Oh, good. Excellent. Oh, I am so happy for you. How many Aqua Dolphin and how many Neos did you get?
3 of each.
I got 2 of each.
Oh, 2 Neos in the Neo set. Excellent.
Yep. The strategy in the set. So the best strategy, I'll peel back the curtain a little bit here. The best strategy here is to go for Neos Turbo, where you basically run the Aqua Dolphins to get Neos into the grave. You run your 3 Neos and you run your 3 Oversoul to summon back Neos, because literally the only thing that beats Neos is Wild Edge, and basically that loses to every trap in the deck.
Yep.
I was planning to build for that up until I saw that I got 2 Aqua Dolphin and 2 Neos, so I had to find some alternate routes. The thing that I was mad about in game 1 was I had the entire setup for that play, except that I needed Aqua Dolphin. And my main deck in game 1, my main deck included triple Chrysalis Dolphin, triple Neo space.
Whoa!
To plan for exactly this strategy, because that strat is so good. Getting to snipe an extra monster out of your opponent's hand and getting to summon Neos is that strong early on that I was willing to index heavily. And the thing is, like, the Neos, I drew the Neo space and then just like never drew a Dolphin, which screwed me. But like, if it were a polymerization, like that wouldn't have done me any better. And if it were an avian, it wouldn't have done me any better. I did realize going into game 2 that Wild Wingman is also just a card that can discard Neos. So I figured
that's true.
Like really indexing into the fusion strategy with the possibility of also getting Wild Edge was a little bit better than trying to go hard for the Dolphin strategy, especially given what I knew about like how you were playing. So that was what I was mad about. I opened with the Neo space and a Neos and an O, and I just never drew a Dolphin over the course of that game.
Yeah. It was just a weird set overall. I got to summon a Neos fusion.
You did summon an entire Neos fusion, and I got to use Common Soul to win a game.
We got to look up Common Soul rulings, which was hilarious. I also, in games 2 and 3, I legit actually sided into a hero flash because I'm like, damn, like just getting Neos to the field is pretty sick. And obviously it's like not very likely you're going to get all the letters, but as long as the games are going on, I was 1-0 Oversoul away from dropping another Neos on the field. So like, you know, having it be like a sort of like mid to late game, like finisher card, if you can actually get through all the letters, like it's decent, but like obviously you got to get to that point. I drew it in the second game and it was one of the set cards that I had. And I'm just like, well, this is the worst card I could possibly draw, but you know, that's Yu-Gi-Oh sometimes.
That's Yu-Gi-Oh sometimes.
Consider the Blade Edge strategy. But like Blade Edge is just fucking terrible.
I ran a grand total of 1 in my whole 55 because I was just like, I only want to see this if I have polymerization in hand.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, that was Jaden Yuki 2. I don't think it was as fun as Jaden Yuki 1, in all honesty. It was interesting, but I still think Jaden Yuki 1 like takes the cake so far for a duelist sets. But
Definitely.
I think we're going to be continuing our duelist set saga here, because of course, when one duelist pack comes, there is another. And correct me if I'm wrong, buddy. I think we're moving on to Aster Phoenix next time.
Yep, there are going to be a lot of defenders on the board.
Oh yeah, a lot of Destiny heroes as well. We get to actually use some like Destiny hero like synergistic cards potentially, which is a very rare sight in Yu-Gi-Oh. So all the Aster Phoenix fans, I'm sure will be happy for that one. So guys, that's going to wrap it up for another episode. Let's go ahead and shout out the patrons as always. A big shout to Shout1317, Moto, Cameron Smith, Tim00x3, Ian Musa, Chaotic People, SJ Winchester, Part 2, Pony Stark, Dan the Man Hoban, MBT Play Medolce, Synchro Guy, Ole, Yusuf Hassan 05, Mystic Walk, I Ship MBT and Cimo, Draconic Rockslide, Logan, Thomas, Peter, Gregory, Thomas Elson, Jordan Coons, Kelvin, Iron Blades, and Purist, Jesse True Orgasm, Brother, Paul, Chris, So David Lou, Skyrose, Dylan Hunter, John Two Base, Extremely Vulgar Man, Brody Eastwood, Dacer, Carlos DT, Flannel Daddy, Hornet, Give Me Speed Warrior, Give Me Death, Jonah Messenger, oh my god, guys, please read your cards, CC Gaming, thanks for the sleeves, Dad, Matthew Brady, Dyer the Egyptian Editor, Max Tom Russell, why read your cards when you can just click buttons, Ben Snatch Shield for Prague 2021, Helios 515, Paint French Girls like one of your MBTs, Black Acre, Say Gage Gang Engage 3 times fast, the entire state of Indiana, D's Cards, MBT fans gaming more than COVID, Simping for Simo, Mark Jackson, Tyler H, Justice for Queen Tiramisu, and Simo's harem of sexy Yugi tubers. Thank you so much for watching the video, and we will see you next time.